The Rodriguez family had been living in their modest home for almost 20 years. It wasn't luxurious. The roof leaked during rains, the paint was peeling, and monthly bills felt like a relentless struggle. Yet, despite the hardships, this small house was their haven. Maria Rodriguez spent long hours cleaning offices, while her husband, Carlos, took on construction jobs whenever possible. Together, they fought against the odds to provide for their 2 children, never yielding to despair. One Saturday morning, Carlos decided it was time to fix an old section of their backyard fence. The wooden posts had begun to lean dangerously, and he wanted to replace them before they collapsed completely. Armed with a shovel, Carlos started digging in the earth. For a while, it was just dirt, roots, and rocks. Then, out of nowhere, he heard a distinct clank as his shovel struck something hard. Curious, he paused and began to carefully dig around the object. Moments later, he uncovered a small, rusted metal box, its exterior covered in dirt and grime. Carlos carried the box onto the porch where Maria and the children soon joined him. With bated breath, everyone gathered around as he slowly forced it open. Inside lay stacks of cash, bundled tightly together. The room was silent as the gravity of the find settled in. Carlos counted the money once, then again, and the total was nearly $10,000. For a fleeting moment, it felt as though their financial burdens had lifted, the overdue bills and debts fading from their minds. Maria, however, broke the silence with a poignant question that lingered in the air: who does this money belong to? The family sat quietly, realizing that keeping the money would be easy. No one had seen them unearth it, and it felt as though they could simply claim it as their own. But the weight of morality pressed down on them, and Carlos made a choice that would define their character. He decided to contact the local authorities. When the officer arrived, he was equally astonished by the discovery. He explained that in the past, property owners sometimes hid treasures, especially during tough economic times. The money might belong to a family who, like the Rodriguez family, once faced their own struggles. An investigation began, and the story rapidly spread throughout the neighborhood. News crews and reporters soon descended upon the Rodriguez family, drawing attention from people across the city. Many praised their honesty, while others criticized them for not keeping the money. Comments online ranged from admiration to disbelief, suggesting that most would have taken the cash without second thought. Weeks turned to months as investigators dug through property records and historical documents in search of the box's rightful owner. Finally, they made a breakthrough. Nearly 50 years earlier, a man named Walter Thompson had owned the property. Relatives claimed Walter never trusted banks and often hid cash around his house. Unfortunately, after his passing, the whereabouts of his savings were lost to time. With this revelation, the Rodriguez family's actions were validated. The money rightfully belonged to Walter's estate. His surviving family members were notified, and when they learned about the Rodriguez family's honesty, they were taken aback. They admitted that most would have remained silent, pocketing the money for themselves. Remarkably, a few days later, Walter's grandchildren visited the Rodriguez family to express their profound gratitude. They appreciated the family's integrity and decided to share part of the buried treasure with them, not out of obligation, but as a reward for doing the right thing. While the reward wasn't enough to make anyone wealthy, it did provide some relief. The family used the extra money to repair their leaky roof, settle some bills, and gain much-needed peace of mind. Yet, the most significant reward transcended monetary value. The story of the Rodriguez family inspired countless people, serving as a powerful reminder that integrity still exists in the world, that choosing the right path matters, and that honesty can lead to unexpected blessings. Years later, the neighbors still reflect on the day the Rodriguez family unearthed a hidden treasure in their backyard. But the memory that endures is not solely about the money, it's about the choices they made with it. Character is revealed not in moments of fortune, but in those quiet times when no one is watching. Their story is one of honor, morality, and the importance of integrity.